Chosen one, you've been used, manipulated, and kicked around left and right, especially by the Matrix, especially by your day job, if you have one, especially by the capitalist system. But at the same time, Chosen one, you need to understand that the New Age community isn't necessarily your friend either. You need to be gentle as a sheep, wise as the serpent, just like Lord Jesus told us. But that wise as a serpent part, you don't get to drop that guard as a chosen one. Everyone's always after your light and your energy because they're jealous of it. So when you're in the workplace, when you're working a 9-to-5 job, you possess literal genius level intellect. And this is going to go unappreciated by your colleagues. It's going to go unnoticed by your managers and your bosses. And if they do notice, they're going to be jealous of it. They're going to be jealous because they know that you could replace them. They know that you could do a better job than they could. They know that if you were in charge, things would be different and the whole place would run a lot smoother. But the thing is, that's not your destiny. Or maybe it is. I don't know. If being a mid-level manager is where you feel like your cosmic calling is, then go for it. I'm not your daddy in the sky. But at the same time, you have to be realistic and understand where you're at in life and read the freaking warning label before you go scrolling through Instagram and TikTok, because there's a lot of influencers out there who are not your friend, who will say whatever it takes to get you to click and to monetize your impressions and your ad views. So I received some concerning messages from a viewer of ours on the Astral Atom Network. If you don't know who I am, I'm Mike. I'm the founder of the Astral Atom Network, along with Ari, who started Astral Atom, the channel. Together we started Obsidian, and we collaborated on this grand vision called the Astral Atom Network. I literally left my day job between 3 and 4 weeks ago to be a full-time creator. And so I'm going to give you the straight crap about what it is and what it takes. Because if you're chosen, it means that you're chosen to do the work. And that's what I want to emphasize, is that, yeah, you may have abilities, you may have special capabilities that nobody else has and that are going to make people jealous, and that genius level intellect. But the problem is, chosen one, that when you're granted these abilities, to whom much is given, much will be expected. So you absolutely must put these gifts to work. Because if you don't, these are going to turn in against you. You're going to eat yourself alive. You're going to torture yourself with what you've been given instead of being able to service the world with what's expected of you. To sacrifice your own will for the will of the Creator. So I'm not gonna say who this person is or pick on them, because I have a lot of sympathy for what they're going through. And if you make your major life decisions based on what you see and watch on social media, rather than thinking for yourself and using the gifts that you've been given, you're in for a whole lot of disappointment. You're in for a world of just hurt and devastation if you live your life based on memes that you've seen on Instagram and TikTok. So this person wrote us on the Astral Atom Instagram, and they're a bit disappointed because they haven't been able to reach us. Okay, so that was the first message. I'm one of the chosen, have been in need of guidance. I'm alone, everything's going on. I think I'm one that has been waited for, and I get images that suggest this. I feel as if someone has been looking for me to help unlock hidden potentials. I need to speak with someone in charge, or that is reaching out to help the chosen. We don't have much time, and a lot is needed to be done. Okay, first of all, I sense this person as being very genuine. It's a very genuine call for help. Now, when you reach out to us, we get dozens of messages every day on Instagram alone. We get dozens of emails. We get hundreds of comments on our YouTube videos. And we're a really small team. We literally cannot keep up with everything that you guys send us. But keep in mind, we appreciate it. We couldn't have done this without you. But behind the scenes, we are busting our butts to do this. We produce 2 hours of content every day. Literally 2 hours of brand new content that you're not going to find anywhere else, published on Astral Atom, on Obsidian, on Chosen Chronicles, on Oblivion X, and now I'm starting to do these personal dialogues with you guys on my old channel, Sage Snippets. So there literally aren't enough hours in the day. And when you're doing the work, when you are answering the call as a chosen one, you're going to feel this. It's going to hit you like a ton of bricks. You're going to wish that there were 36 hours in the day. Whatever planet is like that. I think Mars or Saturn has a 36 or a 38-hour day. God, wouldn't it be great to have that? There's not enough time to sleep. There's not enough time to cook a decent meal. Just because there's so much that we want to get out to you guys. So I apologize. I really wish I could personally reply to every single one of you, but one of the reasons that we have a platform is so that we can broadcast. And I agonize night and day over what it is that I want to deliver to you guys. I go fishing for ideas. I go fishing for remedies. I go fishing for the wisdom that you guys need to hear to do your work as the chosen one, to utilize your gifts. And people are at different stages of their journey. Some of you know what your gifts are. You know damn well what your gifts are, and you're ready to use them, and you just need a little encouragement, and that's why you watch our videos. Great. Some of you know what your gifts are, but you have no idea what you ought to do with them. Okay, this is good too, because basically it means that we need to open our hearts and expand our definition of ourselves in order to be of service to other people, to find out how it is that we can take what's deep inside of us and to immortalize it in this realm by spreading it around and being of that service to other orientation, not like the reptiles want us to be service to self. Okay, that's how you get stuck in the 3D, as opposed to ascending to the 5th dimensional New Earth. Now, some people don't know what their gifts are yet, and we've got answers for you too. That's what we want to help you unlock your genius level intellect, your genius level creativity, your genius level emotional intelligence. Whatever that happens to be, there are methods, techniques, meditations, remedies, potions that you can do or take or become that are going to unlock what's already inside of you. It's already inside of you. And this is what my guru told me when I thought that I wasn't enough, when I was at my rock bottom, when I used to be something that I thought was amazing, and I crashed and burned, and I was lying on the floor just writhing around in agony. And he told me that he showed me the unconditional love light. He took me into meditation. He did the transmission, the Shaktipat, whatever you want to call it, where he lit up the Wan Chi of my heart. I saw the love light in my heart. And he told me when I was in meditation, this is the light of your unconditional love. See, it's already inside of you. You're just fine. And I needed somebody to tell me that you're just fine. That's all I needed, was somebody to tell me that. And Master Gaddu, he did that, and I believed him. I didn't believe him right away. That's the thing. I didn't believe that was my love light. When he said, this is the light of your unconditional love, it's already inside of you. I thought, oh, baloney, Master. You just have tremendous power. You're able to transmit the love light, and you're just trying to placate me and tell me, oh yeah, this is your love light. And the more I meditated on it, the more it's like, no, that's inside me. And I want to share with you the same thing. I want to share with you that I want you to have that same healing moment where you awaken and go, ah, yes, like the unconditional love is inside of, it's already inside of you, for God's sake. That's what I've got to say to you people. Now, yeah, so don't worry about talking to me. I don't have much to say to you. I don't know if there's much I can give you beyond what I already give you. This is what I do. This is my mission. You know, so let me carry on, because you do what you can for the person in front of you, for whoever comes to you. You feel like there's a need. You feel called to help them in some way. And I told this person I'd make a video about this. This person says, it's time I made the ultimate transition, but I need help in doing so. So many are counting on this transition for their survival. I need to know who I need to contact or talk to. Everything evolves around me opening my third eye fully. I am one of the chosen, but I'm a very special one. I've tried contacting anyone on Patreon, but I can't get through. I've seen something about training those that need it in order to reach out our true selves. Why is it difficult to reach anyone from Obsidian? My apologies. That's why, because there aren't enough hours in the day. It's not meant to be a slight. We're not trying to snub anybody. We're treading water in terms of responding to people. So don't take it personally if we take a while to respond to you, or it just completely falls off our radar. It is what it is. But in terms of what we can do for you, I don't know. So I asked, what would you like to know? They want to learn spells that we should have known. Give us information. It's been kept from us because the information was kept out of the Bible. I'd like to get started on any training that is available because time is running out. Curious sciences, other people have dug up ancient entities that was supposed to remain asleep. I keep seeing very clearly when I sleep that I'm one of the ones stopping, the ones threatening human existence. When that information gets out, I will become target. So I recommend for you and for people in the same boat as this, if you want to learn what we felt was valuable for a mass audience, you should join the Obsidian Inner Order. This was our first attempt to establish it's a paid community for people that want to go deeper, and we give out our secrets. We try to distill what we know in terms of techniques, in terms of knowledge for elevating yourself to the next level. So if you want the pre-release chapters of our book, Modern Manifestation Mechanics, which I feel is a great place to start, there's even video versions of certain chapters from Modern Manifestation Mechanics. I'm about to release another chapter on ecstatic inspired enthusiasm and how to energize your being. So you can see now I have a lot of energy, especially when it comes to my passion, the zeal, that I don't really know why I have the zeal. I mean, I guess I do know the cause, but it comes from a place that is unexplainable. That where you see other people going through their life like zombies, and I meet these people, I just want to shake them alive, because I used to sort of be one of them, and I don't lumber through life anymore. I wake up just charged up, just there's so many things to do, I can't wait to do it. And so there's going to be a chapter come out on energized enthusiasm. It'll be our first tutorial into energy work per se. We'll have different methods you can do. The best stuff that I know of, that's in the Obsidian Inner Order. So Um, this person says they don't have payment for that. It seems have fallen on some rough times, and so that's sort of what moved me to make this video. Is I want to provide a direct answer to anyone in a similar position as well. Is there any place for any chosen to go and train with any specialist? Yes, there is. There is a place that you can go. I myself am a Spring Forest Qigong practitioner, and this is a set of practices that have changed my life. And they're not the first set of practices to change my life, but they seem to have been so reliable for so many people and can help you through a very gentle, transformative process, get through whatever problems that you're having. That's the one that I would recommend first and foremost if you're having challenges with your health, with your life, with your destiny, with your spiritual awakening, to go and dig out Spring Forest Qigong and meet those masters. Geddu is one of them. And I'm not authorized to teach you Spring Forest Qigong. I'm not a certified trainer. I'm not a certified healer or anything like that. I just practice it. And I do my best to be a love radiator, as Master Lin says in his book, Born a Healer, that he says, I was born a healer, and so were you. That he studied for years with all these masters and wanted to know for the longest time, like how to heal himself. But also, he was so impatient to learn the secret of how to heal somebody else. And several masters had told him this was a very advanced skill, you're not going to be ready to heal anybody for decades. And when he eventually came upon the conclusion that unconditional love is the most powerful force in the universe, he decided that unconditional love was that answer. It was that healing force. And if he can unlock unconditional love in you, and you embody that, you're going to provide the space for somebody else's blockages to transform and to leave them. You know, you can, from a space of unconditional love, you can just ask your blockages to leave, like smoke or like butterflies. And so that's what he teaches, is those very simple visualizations. And like he'll tell you that anybody can be a healer from this very moment if you're willing to embody that love light. And you know, like I hope I inspire you guys to be sort of that way. But you know, they're the ones who can really provide you with that initiation. So springforestqigong.com. So I recommended that to this individual, and we have some other techniques that have resulted in some energized enthusiasm that aren't in the Spring Forest Qigong canon, bits of yoga and Western esotericism and magic that we're going to start to reveal and publish in upcoming works, books, courses. And these are going to be available to our community, so make sure you get subscribed to this channel, Astral Adam. Get on the mailing list. It's a high value mailing list. I don't spam the list with a bunch of sales. I just, when I've got something that needs to be said, I say it. I send it out. So then this person said, I keep seeing posts saying chosen ones don't look for work, but I know that I need to pay my rent and bills somehow. Okay, money had been one of my blockages for a long time. And that's why I want to help you transform that blockage, the money blockage. And it's one that took me a long time to figure out, and maybe I didn't always have this blockage, maybe other people sort of taught it to me. But if you feel weird about money, or you feel weird asking for money, or you feel that there's only certain ways in which money can come to you, this is placing limits on your manifestation powers that don't need to be there. And it's going to cause you a lot of grief because you do live in this world, you do need to pay your bills, you need to put food on the table, you need a roof over your head. I know a lot of our viewers are literally homeless. I've seen some people, they join our outer order tier, they pay the $7 a month, and when I check out their channels, a lot of them have channels that they literally just have a few crates attached to a bicycle, a few clothes, and they just want to be part of it. So you absolutely can have the basics in this world. There's no reason that you shouldn't. You deserve exactly what it is that you feel that you deserve. You deserve to have at least a meal a day. You know, whatever your dietary needs are. You deserve to have fresh vegan food or eggs or chicken, whatever it is that your diet demands. Like, you deserve to be able to afford that. I'm not saying that you need a steak dinner for every meal. I'm not saying that you need money so you can go to the all-you-can-eat buffet and stuff your face with everything all day, every day. That's an abuse of money. That's greed. But to just have the basic things that you need to do the work that you need to do as a chosen one, because you're chosen to serve. You absolutely deserve the resources that you need in order to do that. Okay, that's one of the biggest money blocks I see, is people feel that they ought to deprive themselves, or that they don't deserve to have money because money's evil, or they shouldn't ask for money because it's awkward and money's a weird topic for them. No, it's freaking not. It's just not. It's not. There's nothing weird about money. In this world, nothing happens for free. If you want a house, you deserve to have that. But you should not be surprised when somebody asks you to exchange some of your value for that house. Because somebody had to take time out of their day to go cut down all those trees for lumber to go build your house. Somebody had to mine shit out of the ground for shingles, or wherever shingles come from. I don't know. It shows you how much I know about construction. The inspectors had to come out, and you could debate all day whether there should even be inspections from the government up in your business. But all sorts of people had to get involved and take time out of their day away from their families, and they have to put food on their table. So it's really what makes the world go down. It's go round. It's an exchange of value. That's all it is. And if you really are of the service mindset as a chosen one, this should be no problem for you to feel that you should serve. You should serve in exchange for value. But of course, it's not just because of the financial value that you serve, but you also need to expect in some way that in serving people that have means, that you get the value out of that transaction that you need in order to keep building your mission and to help so many people. So if you are actually helping a lot of people, if you have a plan that you're going to help a lot of people, that is a tremendous advantage when it comes to petitioning the spirit of money. And there is a spirit of money. There's absolutely a spirit of money. In China, they have the money god. And when I went to China, literally every restaurant I went to had some altar with a statue with the money god, and some candles lit, and some offering and some incense to the money god. because they know that there's a literal spirit of money, and that this spirit wants to give abundance to someone who's a good steward of those resources. And that's what part of what being a chosen one is, being a good steward of those resources. So the other aspect, this person saw a post that says that chosen ones don't need a job or shouldn't look for work. That's very troubling to me, and that gets back to what I said at the beginning, that there's a lot of folks out there who will say whatever it takes to get you to click, because it's ad revenue. They're trying to make money off of you viewing their content, and of course they want to make money, and maybe some of their content is good, or maybe they just don't have super great control over a lot of the stuff that goes out. If the information that you get about spirituality comes from TikTok or Instagram, it's bound to be a mishmash of all different types of philosophies from all different types of gurus. And if you mix and match philosophies like that and stuff them all into your head, which you really don't have space in your mind to hold all these ideas that come from different axiomatic assumptions in the first place, that if you really thought about all of them at the same time, that you're going to find contradictions in all of these philosophies. So the idea that you shouldn't go look for work may be true for someone at a certain stage in their development where they're attracting clients, or they're attracting subscribers for something, or they have an online business, they're attracting customers, something like that. But the idea that you don't have to do anything or go out and do something in exchange for value, or to actually bust your butt to go and find the opportunity, a way that you can serve in exchange for this value, is ludicrous. It's ludicrous. There's always an exchange. You have to exchange your energy in order to get something in return. And you have to figure out how to get your passion to pay for itself so that you can continue to do it. And 100% of the time, there's a way to do that. I don't have answers for every single one of your passions that may be watching this video, but it's out there. It's out there, and you just have to ask your masters and guides. You have to submit, you have to take that question and submit it to the divine, and just wait for the sign, wait for the omen to come. And when it comes, you'll know, you'll get the answer. This is one of the things that we teach about manifesting genius level intellect, is that it's no longer really about just your general cognition, but getting in touch with something outside of yourself that is going to bring you literal answers to all of your problems. And this is one of the things that you should be praying for, trying to manifest. The first thing you should ever try to manifest is the ability to manifest. You need to be manifesting with your heart, mind, and soul the final product of the version of you in the future that has the ultimate manifestation ability that you will ever have in this life. And you need to ask your masters and guides to deliver that version of yourself, that ability to manifest that you will have by the end of your life through diligent practice, by a deep listening to the future, through meditation, to download that ability into the present moment so that you have the ability that you would have had to manifest by the end of your life right now, and you front load it. That's what you manifest first. You shift to that reality. And once you do that, you can manifest anything you want. And you cannot reject how that's going to look. So when you decide, hey, I need some income, well, ask yourself, what kind of value do you provide to the marketplace? if you're a carpenter and you are asking the universe for money, what do you think the universe is going to ask from you in return? Maybe to build something. So, in order to get something from the marketplace, you have to submit yourself to the marketplace. Nothing says about manifesting wealth that you don't need to submit your job application. Now that's if you want the 9-to-5 job. If there has to be some channel through which the wealth or money can come. Or if it's the relationship that you desire, there has to be some avenue through which you're going to meet your soulmate. If you're sitting inside your house scrolling through Instagram and TikTok, there are very few ways through which your soulmate can make their way into your life without you putting yourself out there. You have to actually open the channels in the physical world, possibilities through which the abundance that you desire can come. If you're just trying to get money to fall out of the sky and you don't have a business, you're not... One of the easiest ways you can do that is just to grow an online presence. It's easier than ever to make money on the internet, and I don't know why everyone's not doing it in this day and age. But no matter what you're doing, you need to open the channel through which the abundance can flow. And then, when you do the prayer for the money to pay your bills, to pay your cell phone bill, and it's interesting. That's one of the necessities of life now. That's one of the bare minimum. Everyone should have a cell phone. I wouldn't have said that a decade ago, but it's almost impossible to exist without one now. I think that'd be, if I were out on the streets, that'd be one of the last things I'd let go, is my cell phone bill. But sorry for the rant. I get so... If you can tell, this is one of the things I'm passionate about. I've thought this through, and I am telling you this because it's tough love. Like all these other TikToks are blowing smoke up your ass. I'd like to do something similar if I can find a steady income that would make my finances easy to manage. My focus needs to be shifted to the people that can't defend themselves. The main reason I'm chosen. Okay. Yes. Good. Mind you, I didn't part ways with day job until earlier this month. We've been running Astral Atom for close to 2 years now. I started this whole endeavor in July of 2023 with a channel called Sundust Sagas. So I'll link that below if you guys are interested in our first channel. And we were one of the OGs. A lot of copycats after that. But yeah, YouTubing is great. And there's strategy to it. There really is. And there's deep strategy behind Astral Atom and Obsidian. And a lot of the content on there is sort of surface level, what chosen ones need to hear. It's almost group therapy for chosen ones. And we get deeper in the inner order, and we get deeper with our information, our books that we put out. And for those, not everyone wants to go deeper. It's a kind of funnel. And not everybody's ready for what you get at the bottom of the funnel. A lot of people sort of get weeded out, or they're already set in their life and they just want the affirmations from Astral Atom or from Obsidian. And I think that's great. But yeah, it's absolutely possible to build a life for yourself with social media, but you need to be strategic about it. We've paid thousands of dollars for one course alone in recent history. I paid $6,000 to a gentleman called Devin Canup for a course called Become Viral. And so he taught us a lot of the techniques that it takes to build a social media following. And there's a lot of people out there who could be really great YouTubers that don't have any strategy and they just post willy-nilly. And this is one of the things that we're going to wind up teaching in our future programs, is how to help chosen ones and spiritual people to develop an audience of their own so that your mission can actually sustain itself, so that money comes in for you to be able to feed yourself, to feed your family, to put a roof over your head, so you don't have to worry about those things and you can concentrate 100% of the time on what it is that you're here to do. So yes, absolutely you can do that. You have to be strategic, and I'd say, like, I wouldn't quit your job unless you have a substantial following. I just wouldn't. You know, if the only viable way that you can think of is that you're gonna work a 9 to 5, then do it. Then do it. Put yourself out there. Go get it. Use your manifestation to get people to look at your job application, to write the best resume that you're able to write, to get the best opportunity that you're able to get, to get the most permissive job situation that you can manifest, to manifest a job situation in which they'll let you do your work in however long it takes you to do it, and then get off your back the rest of the time, so that you have your time to develop your empire. Okay, so if you want to go down the route that Ari and I did, you can absolutely do that. And in the coming weeks, we're probably going to put some kind of product out there that we're going to help you get there, for those of you interested in that. So look for that. I'll notify you guys on this channel when we do that. And you know, we're not going to charge nearly what we paid for this knowledge, but we're going to do enough that we can actually make it worth our time to help you guys and give a little bit of one-on-one support and group coaching calls. So that's something that we're going to be kicking around. Ari and I are going to be discussing it next week. We've got time on the calendar for Saturday that we're going to be going over what's the best next steps that we can do to help you guys. So just know, to this individual and to, you know, everyone else that's written us, thank you for being there on our journey, and we pray for every one of you every day that your journeys are going to bear fruit, and that you're going to have a tremendous and happy life, and you're going to spread that joy to everyone around you. In my mind, that's the mission of a chosen one, is what you are, not 100% what you do. It's what you are, and the vibe that you bring to the party. And it's already inside you. That vibe is inside you. And you have to let it out. You have to share it, and find a way to share it that doesn't jeopardize yourself. You need to be able to eat. You deserve that. So that's what I got for this video. Definitely drop your comments. You know, let me know if you think I'm way off. If any one of you have just made money rain from the sky without doing anything, I want to hear about it in the comments. I want to meet the person that's made money rain from the sky using reels that they saw on TikTok without having to put in the work. I mean, we work 12 hours a day, but yeah, if you've done that, or you know, if you agree or disagree or whatever, if you have any questions, drop them in the comments. And what I try to do is, for the next video or following videos, I sort of look for the underlying question in the community, and I try to answer that, and that's what I spend my time doing. So thank you so much, and we'll see you in the next one. Namaste.